Holy cow.
What is it?
Oh, a skeleton.
Well-dressed skeleton. Khaki trousers, boots, aviator's helmet.
But it takes years to turn a body into a skeleton. And those clothes aren't even weather beaten.
Wow! A freshly made skeleton.
Here comes Monk Mayfair, the ape-like chemist.
Lasers!
Ham Brooks, the sword-wielding lawyer.
Take that!
Rennie Renwick, the two-fisted engineer.
Holy cow!
Long Tom Roberts, the adventurous electrical genius.
Pipe down, you guys.
Johnny Littlejohn, the fighting archaeologist.
I'll be super amalgamated.
And their leader, the greatest adventure hero of the 1930s, the man of bronze, Doc Savage. The Variety Arts Radio Theater, by special arrangement with Condé Nast Publications, presents The Adventures of Doc Savage, a new series of radio adventures based on the novels by Lester Dent. Today, Island of Death, Chapter 4 of the fantastic story, Fear Key. Doc Savage and his 5 aides are on the trail of the Fountain of Youth gang, headed by a criminal named Santini and a crooked lawyer named Hallett. Santini's gang has kidnapped Doc's cousin, Pat Savage, under the mistaken belief that she is one Kel Avery, who knows the whereabouts of a mysterious package from an island in the Caribbean. Also involved is a man named Dan Thunden, who claims to be 131 years old and who apparently knows the secret of the package. During a struggle in a secluded beach shack, Doc's aide, Johnny Littlejohn, has been shot and left for dead. Santini, realizing he may incur the wrath of Doc Savage for the murder, takes off by seaplane for the mysterious Caribbean island. As today's chapter opens, Doc Savage, his aides, Kel Avery and her bodyguard, DeClima, are winging over the Caribbean in one of Doc's super-speed planes.
Thunderbolts.
Doc, I think Johnny's coming out of it.
Thunderbolts.
What's that, Johnny?
Thunderbolts. In my head. And my chest.
Take it easy, pal. You'll be out of it pretty soon.
Monk, where are we?
Over the Caribbean. Good many miles off the southern tip of Florida.
The last thing I remember is folding up in that Long Island beach shack. Say, aren't I supposed to be dead?
Nah, your bulletproof vest saved you.
Of course, Doc designed to protect us only from an occasional bullet. For the look of your suit, you got a whole gun full shot at you. So you're probably stumped.
But you apparently were conscious enough to hear everything that was said around you.
Doc! What do you mean?
You talked when we found you. Maybe you don't remember it.
Doc shot some stuff into you to make you rest. But in the meantime, you told us the whole story.
What whole story?
That Santini and Thunden fought over the parcel they had stolen from the postal couriers. That they found a map to an uncharted island in the Caribbean. And that they were both very disappointed to discover that the parcel contained only swamp grass instead of what they really wanted.
Which was?
That we still don't know. But your description of the map gave us enough to go on to follow them.
I recall now. It was like a dream. Say, how badly hurt am I?
You crack ribs. Doc says you can navigate all right, unless you jump around too much.
Well, I'll be super amalgamated.
Well, that means he's all right. A really sick man couldn't think of such words.
Ham, you're here too?
Indeed, along with the rest of the crew, plus Cale Avery and DeClima.
But not Pat.
No. Apparently Santini still has her. Thinking she's Miss Avery, of course.
What about the patriarch with the alabaster locks?
Dan Thunden. Believe it or not, he hired one of the fastest planes in New York and lit out for this same part of the world. A bird named Windy Allen owned the plane and flew it for him.
How did you acquire that knowledge?
Windy Allen lived up to his name. He was talkative.
Yeah, he was bragging around about what a swell wad of coin he was going to get for flying the old goat down to the Caribbean.
Dog checked the airports as a matter of routine and got the info.
So we're over the Caribbean?
Yes, Johnny. And we'll want you to point out the exact spot on the map that Santini indicated when we get closer.
Doc, I just got an SOS.
Where's it coming from, Rennie?
The bird isn't giving his position, just the SOS. But from the sound of his fist, he's sending the letters as he picks them off a code chart.
Put them on the speaker.
Right.
Whoever it is doesn't know the code. Let's try the directional antenna. Either northwest or southeast of us.
Can't you tell near?
Oh, hello, Miss Avery. No, the directional loop only shows the line of greatest intensity of the radio signals. The sending station is on a line drawn through our present position from the northwest to the southeast. But the only way we can tell the exact position is to take another bearing when we've gone a few miles.
The radio SOS. I wonder...
Wonder what, Mr. Reynolds?
Never mind.
Monk, get a map of the area.
Right.
Now, Johnny, where exactly did Santini indicate the island is?
Well, let's see. Well, I'll be super amalgamated.
What?
There's no island shown where Santini had his finger on the map.
Huh?
There may be an island there, you know.
How so, Doc?
I got in touch by radio with the hydrographic office of the Navy. They looked over some old charts of the region for me, and it seems that some ancient maps do show the presence of a tiny island in this vicinity.
Does this island have a name?
Yes, Johnny. Fear Key.
It's queer the guy don't give his position. Anybody with gumption would know enough to do that. All he's sending is the SOS.
Whoever he is, he can't be far away.
Right.
How can you tell?
Well, when you're close to a station, very close, that is, there's a noticeable difference in the signal. You can almost hear the key close.
I say, come look.
What is it?
An island. Down there in the middle of nowhere.
Bank her around, Rennie.
Right.
Look how low it is. Can't be more than a few yards above sea level at any point.
That's probably why it isn't on any modern charts, Miss Avery. Can't be seen from a great distance.
Looks like nothing but mangrove swamp and jungle with a coral reef all the way around it.
Yes. Doesn't look like there's any place a boat could get through.
But there is a beach all the way around it.
Doc! Hey, Doc!
What is it, Rennie?
That SOS is being sent from here. It's coming from Fear Key.
And I think I see where it's being sent from. Look, a wrecked plane.
Yo, I see it. Half buried in that tangle of mangroves. Both wings are gone, and there's a big hole in the fuselage.
And the engine's gone.
Oh, no, there it is. About 20 yards further into the mangroves.
See anyone, Doc?
No, no one around.
There's a small lagoon. Shall I set it down?
Yes, Rennie. Be careful of the coral reef. It could slash the bottom right out of the plane.
Think that's Santini's ship, Doc?
I don't know, Monk, but one thing is sure. This is where we'll find the answer to this mysterious business.
Yes, he is. Boy, what a wreck. And look, bullet holes all over it.
Let's look around and see if there's any evidence of who brought it down here.
Holy cow.
What is it, Rennie?
Come here, look.
Oh, a skeleton.
A well-dressed skeleton. Khaki trousers, boots, aviator's helmet.
But it takes years to turn a body into a skeleton, and those clothes aren't even weather-beaten.
Johnny, you're the archaeologist. You're used to bones. Pull back some of the clothes.
Right. Nothing but bones, Doc. But
What?
they're so completely bare and white. Almost like they'd been polished.
Wow, a freshly made skeleton.
What do you make of it, Doc?
Take off the helmet, Johnny. Top of the head is caved in, as if it might have been fractured in the crash.
What? You mean,
Doc, you maintain that this is the pilot of that demolished aircraft?
Yes, and this proves it. Here's the flight plan of the craft. Pilot's name was Windy Allen. This is old Dan Thunden's flyer.
Well, I'll be super amalgamated.
Well, the radio in this crate's still warm. That means someone used it for sending, probably up until the time our plane was sighted.
but who?
That, Monk, is the interrogative of the millennium.
There are tracks here in the sand which tell quite a bit. The ship must have been shot down by Santini and his crowd. Dan Thunden and his pilot must have been aboard. Apparently, Thunden escaped into the jungle, but the pilot got a fractured skull in the crash. Santini and his crew searched the ship and then headed off into the jungle.
How can you tell all that, Mr. Savage?
From the depressions in the sand, I'd recognize them from similar tracks we found around the beach shack on Long Island. And the varying depths of the depressions, plus their general direction, make it very clear.
To you, maybe.
But, Doc, what made the pilot left him like that? They couldn't have been here more than a few hours. What made him into a skeleton so quickly?
That, as Johnny said, is the question of the century.
So who used the radio?
Thunden, obviously.
Then the whole crooked crew, Santini, Thunden, and the rest, are on this island.
Exactly, Monk. And it wouldn't be a bad idea to locate Santini's plane.
How?
From the air.
And we better call the gang together and get going.
Right. Long Tom, Ham, DeClima, come on back. We're taking off. I wonder if Pat's all right. If they've done anything to her,
I suspect she's all right, Rennie. Perhaps they still believe she's Calabri and can tell them where the real package is. Even if they know she's my cousin, they probably will hold on to her until the end, to use as a hostage if need be.
But what if they've found what they're looking for? Maybe this thing is at an end. In that case...
Yes, Rennie.
Well, here we are. What's up?
We're going to try to locate Santini's landing place. Everybody into our plane.
Doc, look! Up the beach about 200 yards.
Holy cow. Thunder.
Bomb in your plane.
What'd he say?
He said, there's a bomb in our plane.
Come on.
I don't get it. How could a bomb get in the plane? One of us was watching it every minute.
Here it is, in the cabin pocket.
Holy cow. 8 sticks of dynamite wired the flashlight
And
battery.
the clock's set to go off in 10 seconds.
Come on. Get down, everybody!
What a throw!
Get down!
Holy cow, that was close.
Come on, let's get after Thunder.
Wait, Monk. Look back this way, down the beach.
Yo! Santini! He's jumping up and down like a madman.
He seems enraged that our plane is still in one piece.
Good thing he's so far away. I hate to hear the words he's spouting.
There goes Dan Thunden back into the jungle.
And Santini's beating it too.
Monk, Ham, DeClima, you stay with the plane. Johnny, you and Long Tom and Rennie get hold of Dan Thunden if you can. He and Santini are fighting each other, and I'd like to know why Thunden won't throw in with us. He warned us and probably saved our plane from that bomb.
What about you, Doc?
I'm going to try to do business with Santini.
What about me?
You stick with me, Miss Avery. You're a valuable commodity to Santini, and I want to know where you are.
Dang it, Doc. Don't you want some help?
You stick here, Monk. If anything happens to that plane, we'd spend the rest of our lives here. Come on, Miss Avery. Santini's heading straight across the island.
How can you tell?
There's still enough sand and swamp grass to make out his trail, and he seems to be following a definite path, one cleared through the jungle some months ago, judging by the shrubs that have grown up around it.
I wonder how far ahead of us he is.
Well, not too far, I'd say, judging from the occasional cry of birds as he passes.
Having me along must be slowing you down.
A little, but the island isn't very big. We'll catch up to him sooner or later. Wait. Santini. He's just up ahead. Listen. He's met the lawyer, Hallett.
Look at the gun strapped across his chest and all the cartridges on his belt.
They're obviously expecting trouble.
Then going on?
Yes? Come on. Looks like they're heading into a clearing up ahead. That was Hallett.
What happened to him?
I don't know. Let's get a little closer.
Look, Santini. He looks terror-stricken. What's he looking
I
at?
can't tell. Just a flat expanse of rock.
Where did that come from?
I can't tell.
Well, it certainly affected Santini. There he goes off into the jungle looking scared out of his wits.
Come on.
Aren't we going to follow him?
No, I want to have a look at that clearing. Interesting.
I don't see anything. Just a big flat rock about 20 yards around.
Yes, but Hallett's cry came from here, and so did that muffled moan. Where could he have gone?
The ground's giving way.
Hang on to me.
Mr. Savage, where are you? It's pitch black.
Wait a moment. I have a flashlight. There.
What happened?
We evidently fell through a trap door of some kind, built into the rock above. What triggered it, I don't know.
What is this?
A subterranean chamber, carved out over eons by underground waters.
Look, a passageway.
Yes, let's see where it leads. Wait.
What is it?
There's a guard up ahead.
Did he hear us?
Apparently not. Wait here a moment. I'll take care of him.
You're not going to kill him.
I never kill anyone if I can help it, Miss Avery. Wait here a moment and be very quiet.
Won't he hear you coming?
I don't think so. I doubt if even you'll hear me. Now, wait here. That did it.
Oh, I didn't hear you come back. What did you do?
There's a certain spot on the back of the neck which, when pressed in a particular way, produces instant paralysis. The guard will remain helpless and speechless until I work on his neck again.
Fascinating.
Merely the application of medical knowledge to other necessities. Now, come on, let's continue.
Mr. Savage, are you sure somebody didn't build this tunnel?
The formation of the stone strata on the walls is definitely the work of the elements. But yes, it has been widened in some places by human hands.
Do you smell something?
Yes, I picked it up as soon as we fell through the trap.
What is it?
I don't know. It isn't animal, nor is it the smell of putrefaction. It's baffling.
Look, there's a light ahead.
Yes, I'll turn ours out. Slowly now.
It's a large cavern with men digging.
Yes. 2 of them are Leaky and Shorty. 2 who tried to abduct me in New York.
Someone's coming.
It's Santini.
Ermate, stop making noise!
What's up, boss?
Oh, che vergogna. What a shame. Our good friend Hallett has met with misfortune.
You mean Doc Savage got him?
Worse than that, my perspiring friend.
What you mean, worse?
There was a trapdoor in the rock of which we knew nothing. Hallett walked in advance and fell through. He screamed, and I saw what happened to him before the trapdoor closed again. It was ghastly. And after the trap closed, I could hear him moan. Si, senors. He is a skeleton by now.
Oh. It's that old Dan Thunden's work.
Yeah, the old rip. He sure caused us a mess of trouble. It might have been better if we hadn't tried to double-cross him in the first place. Giving him his half-split in the racket would have been better than going through what we're going through.
It is spilled milk, my dear Shorty. How were we to know that old Thunden would steal the package containing all of the product we had and mail it to this relative of his, Kel Avery?
Kel Avery. I'm still wondering if the girl we got is really Kel Avery or that Doc Savage's cousin.
We shall know the answer to that before long, Leaking, I promise you.
Why did old Dan Thunden send the girl the package in the first place?
It was undoubtedly his first step in an effort to persuade her to furnish financial backing for his project.
You mean old White Whiskers is trying to market the stuff himself?
See, that is my guess.
Did you destroy Savage's plane?
None! The bomb was in the plane, but Dan Thunden was watching unknown to me. He jumped out and yelled a warning. They get the bomb out in time.
Why'd Thunden do that? Is he working with Savage now?
No, he's just the game of a mastermind. He hopes for Savage and his men to vanquish us. Then he will step in and eliminate the Savage.
Give old Thunden credit. He's got a brain.
Been around 131 years. A guy that old ought to have some gray matter.
Enough of this. You had better resume the search. We must find Dan Thunden's supply of the material. That old devil has hidden it well.
Think it's in this mess of caves?
I'm not certain, but it is likely. It was in these caves that Dan Thunden dwelled for the 91 years since his ship was wrecked here in 1843. It is reasonable to think that he would store it here.
Well, you may be right at that. Hey, Doc Savage is in here.
How do you know?
Oh, the guard on the passage is laid out. He's paralyzed or something. Only that bronze guy could have done it.
Allegri, search the caverns. Find him.
There he is! Shoot!
Miss Avery, run! Follow me!
back along the corridor. Perhaps there's another way out.
Here's where we came in.
No getting out here. Keep going.
I think they're gaining on us. Look, up ahead, a door. Can you open it?
I don't find any handle or fastener. And the hinges are on the other side.
Can you break it down?
No good. Too solid.
What do we do?
I don't know, Miss Avery. It looks as though we're trapped.
Will the Santini gang finally succeed in getting Doc Savage and his companions out of the way? Or will Dan Thunden intercede once again to save them? And what is the mysterious secret that instantly turns men into skeletons? Don't miss Terror Underground, Chapter 5 of Fear Key, next time on The Adventures of Doc Savage. Fear Key was written by Lester Dent and adapted for radio by Roger Rittner. Featured in the cast were Daniel Chodos, Robert Towers, Art Dutch, Bill Ratner, Kimmett Mustin, Marcia Kramer, Michael McConaughey, Douglas Kohler, and William Irwin. Also heard were Glenn Shattuck and Bob Wine. Sound effects were created by David Surtees, assisted by Jerry Williams. Production assistance by Samantha Kimmel and Doris Christie. Engineering by Denny King. The Adventures of Doc Savage is produced and directed by Roger Rittner and is a presentation of the Variety Arts Radio Theater.